Hello everybody, welcome to part 6 of the Dark Souls 2 Scar of the First Sin playthrough. And now we are in the darkest part of the world known to mankind. One sec, actually I'm gonna go light a torch. This area is ridiculously dark. So this area is kind of tough. There's a bunch of Turtle Knights and Invader which can easily one-shot you with magic. And they all kind of just come at you at once for the most part. It's not a very easy area, so I'm probably gonna die. So don't get embarrassed if you die down here, it's pretty expected. Not the hallway. The hallway is extremely easy, but the rest is kind of tough. And for this area, I definitely recommend you having the maze, considering how easily it kills the turtles. Even though mine's +4, it's still killing like 3 or 4 shots rather than the fire launcher like 5 or 6. Also, I'd suggest having like throwing knives on when we get down here later, or a little bit further down here, specifically to combat the frankly ridiculous odds. Once the Turtle Knights get aggroed to us, I'm going to come back down here and summon that shade earlier. This area's kind of BS. I'm not sure if I shred it decently, but if you could see, whenever you go into this area, it goes from upstairs like decently light, like pretty normal, to like fucking pitch black. Let's see if I can show it. I guess it's a little more dramatic. It's like, look, relatively normal light. I don't know where the light comes from, but relatively normal. And like 5 feet, pitch black. Yeah, this game's lighting system isn't very good. At least it's very jumpy. And I suggest you rest at the bonfire before you come down here. Because when I say this area is pretty tough, it's pretty fucking tough. Especially for a newer player. If you're new, you're definitely gonna die here unless you're ridiculously lucky. Someone. It's just not a very fair area. It wasn't. Well, this game feels like it wasn't fucking built for one person. I'd suggest you clear out this bottom area real quick. Because I want to aggro the Turtle Knights before the Invader spawns. Turtle Knight right over here. I suggest you kill this guy real quick. Turtle Knight gets over here. This is one of the 4. This is like the only one you can actually aggro by itself. They're a little tankier here, but not too much. Now I'd suggest not trying to get that archer, because I'm pretty sure once you grab him, the Invader will spawn. What you want to do is at least aggro that one. Seems to have aggroed the other one over there. Let's see if these guys actually come down here. Looks like they're not. Let's aggro them differently. So these are apparently tankier. There. Perfect. So I got lucky there. Normally when you come up here, all 3 will aggro on you almost instantly. And you'll get ganked if you don't correctly. So what I suggest is, if they do all get aggroed, don't try to fight them all at once, I guess. Run down to that door over there, which will put you in that hallway, which you can go back to the very front and summon the shade there. He should be able to help you deal with the termites. And even then, I'd suggest you be very slow and be very careful. Because those things hit fucking hard. They're pretty tanky. Still have that one to deal with. But yeah, he'll be easy to deal with. Also, don't attack them directly from behind. Not only can you not backstab them, but they'll just fall on top of you. You'll fuck them damage. I'm gonna grab this item, and then I'm gonna go summon that shade because this phantom's not very easy to kill. Of course that hit. I swear every single archer in this game is like aimbot, while the archers in the other Souls games are completely incompetent. It's like I think this game is the only one where the enemy like projectile users actually try to track where you're probably gonna be, rather than just where you currently are, which makes them kind of tough to dodge. But at least not without looking at them. Now, I'm not sure what exactly this guy does because I don't think I've summoned them before, but he'll help you with the. What the fuck are you? Oh, dude. And whatever, it's an NPC. He should be able to help you deal with the Invader. And at least if you're offline like me, you shouldn't get invaded by a player. And for the first time you play this game, I suggest you play offline. Depending on the platform, on Steam, you can just make Stain go offline. But if you're on one of the consoles, you'll have to just log out temporarily or turn off your network or turn off the network connection in your console settings. So what I suggest you do is I suggest you run in here real quick, grab the bonfire, armor Dennis. I do not know where he spawns though. I think he spawns up here. Yeah. Be very careful. It's a spellcaster. They hit really hard in this game. And he's not very easy to stagger. You can try to use the backstab iframes to avoid his attacks. And like I said, especially if you're new, I definitely suggest you summon Ruined Alphys here. That item will only appear once you've killed the Red Phantom. At this point, you're pretty much done. You just gotta grab an item up this staircase and you're good. This is not a very big area. I'm not sure why it's here. I'm definitely not sure why there's a bonfire here, since unless you bum rush to it, you'll probably have to be fighting all the enemies before you get to it. But with the Red Phantom, with Armor Dennis, he appears a few times in this game, but this is the first one you can get through, I'm pretty sure. I definitely suggest you be very careful though, because like I said, those souls are nasty. If you're careless and it hits you, you're pretty much fucking dead, and they can be tough to roll through, especially if you're not very experienced. Right, we're going to the Bastille. Now, I think I'm just gonna. Actually, I might as well keep him. He'll help keep the enemies off me while I run through the Bastille area. So now we gotta bum rush through a couple enemies to get to the nest. Ugh. And my throat is not very good at this. Like I said, we have to run through a bunch of enemies in order to get to the nest that brings us to the Bastille. I'm not gonna bother fighting them. I don't think they're fast enough to do anything. Guessing a second ago. My throat hurts like crazy. It's like the 6th video, or no, I think this is the 5th video I've recorded in a row today. Not to mention the failed attempts. I've been recording for like a good 3.5 hours. Shouldn't be a boss here. No. The reason there was a fog there is because we had Alphys in the world. And since that's normally a boss arena, it was detected that since there was no longer a boss there, and since there's no longer a boss in that boss area, it does the same triggers when you defeat a boss, which sends all your phantoms home. So once you rest in that, or you examine that nest, you will get put here. As you're just not going through this area yet, because it can be decently difficult. We're doing the high tower, the Haze Tower of Flame, High Tower of Flame, whatever, first. One, so I can farm my next weapons, and so as to, because the High Tower of Flame's easy. It's probably the easiest boss in the entire series, or one of the easiest bosses in the series, and most of the enemies there are easy. At least the ones that aggro on you are easy. The big old knights look really intimidating, but they're easy. Their attacks are weak, slow, and extremely easy to dodge. Although the smaller knights that are sitting, don't attack them. They'll kick your ass most likely, unless you have specific weapons. So I'm gonna upgrade my weapon quick, level up. Then I'll end the episode, and the next episode will be just me reading off item descriptions. +4, hell yeah! And the reason I want to read the item descriptions is because I have not read many item descriptions in the series because I just kind of forget. So I'd like to get in the habit of doing it. Since the item descriptions basically tell the entire lore of the series, and while I already know Dark Souls 1 and 2 and Bloodborne, I do not know Demon Souls or Dark Souls 2. So it'd be fun to learn from the first source, although I'll probably watch a lot of videos as well. So, that's it for this episode. See you next time. Remember though, it will not be a fighting episode, it will just be me going through my inventory reading items for probably like 15 minutes. I don't know. So yeah, have a good day. Be safe.